Her kitchen is where the magic is made.
Hi, I'm Holly, your friendly neighborhood carnivore, and I'm so happy you could join me today. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you are seeing this video on YouTube, this means that what I filmed today is an actual success. This is something I just thought up. I have not played with this recipe before. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. But I figured let's just go ahead and hit record and we're gonna run with it. And if it tastes horrible, we're just gonna scrap it and you're never gonna see this footage. So most of you know, if you have stuck around for a while on my channel or followed me over on X or on Instagram and you see what I eat every day, you will notice that I use egg yolks a lot. I use egg yolks for so many things. I will blend them in coffee, I will blend them in tea, I will use them to make waffles, I use them to make French fries. I use egg yolks for so many things. Egg yolks are my favorite. It's where the fat is, that's where there's a lot of vitamins and nutrients. And yes, the whites have a lot of protein in them, but aside from that, they just are what they are. So since I'm dairy-free and I depend on those yolks a lot to bring that creaminess or to replace things where I would have had the dairy, that means that I have a lot of egg whites left over. So once again, I have got a bowl of egg whites here. And by golly, I am determined to make these delicious and fun and palatable and enjoyable. I do have a recipe for egg white wraps. Feel free to go check that out. I do like those. They are very versatile to make sandwich wraps and things like that in. But there's only so many egg white wraps I can hold in the freezer before I say enough is enough, I need something else. So today I have decided I am going to attempt to make savory meringues. I used to eat the yummy sweet meringue cookies. They were some of my favorite things. I mean, I used to buy like the tubs of them and they're just crispy and crunchy and delicious. And those were sugary and I loved them for that, but I don't do the sugar anymore. And yes, I could make a sweet version of this using some of the keto-friendly sweeteners like the sugar alcohols or stevia or monk fruit. However, I'm really not in the mood for something sweet today. And I'm thinking along the lines of a cracker, like a, rosemary kind of flavor profile. I want to try these as a savory. So let's get in here with these leftover egg whites. Let's whip them up and see if we can't make something delicious with them. Hang in there with me. We'll make it to the taste test and we'll see. This may be a success. It may be an epic failure. Either way, we're gonna have some fun. Here we go. We're gonna start out in super fast whipping mode using an electric whisk, electric beaters, or a stand mixer. Beat the whites until they are foamy and have soft peaks. Once the egg whites are soft and a little fluffy, add a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, a pinch of salt, but don't go crazy with it. These can get salty real fast. And then add the herbs and spices of your choice. This time I went with rosemary, thyme, and garlic powder, but I will have other suggestions in the description as well. As usual, I am measuring with my heart. Once you have all of your ingredients added in, it's time to whip some more. This time you're going to whisk these egg whites until stiff peaks form, or you can tip the bowl upside down and the egg whites stay in place. Next up, I have a silpat on a cookie sheet and I am greasing this with some ghee. I've made this several times since then and I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, crack out the parchment paper and lay that out instead. Egg whites are way too sticky for their own good. And speaking of sticky egg whites, I thought I would use a cookie dough scoop to make little mounds for my crackers, and you will notice here it did not work. The egg whites wanted to move into that cookie dough scoop and never leave. The proper tool for the job is to get either a piping bag or a Ziploc bag. You will see that I have a tip on my piping bag large enough for the egg whites and the spices to go through it. Save yourself the trouble though, skip the extra tip, just use a plain piping bag or a large Ziploc bag with the corner cut off so you can pipe these whites right onto the parchment paper that I recommended using. Piping these out, you should get about 30 crackers, which means 10 crackers per egg white. Now it's time to pop these in an oven that has been preheated to 255 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to bake these for 1 hour. Once the timer is up, turn off the oven, but leave the crackers in the oven. Do not open that door to check on them. Let it cool off slowly for about another hour, and these beautiful fluffy crackers are done and ready to eat. Okay guys, we had a bit of success. So here are my, I'm just gonna call them, I guess I'm gonna call them meringue crackers because they're puffy like meringues, but they are savory like a cracker. They're very crispy, crunchy. I will say these are very delicate. They, ooh, like that, just broke in half. They break so easily, but giving it a taste test, they are crunchy. They kind of melt in your mouth. Even though they're just egg whites, they almost feel buttery. I'm trying to figure out what I can add to them in the future to maybe stabilize them so they're not so fragile. Hey there, it's Holly from the future. I've played with these savory meringue crackers, and I've found the secret ingredient to making these sturdy, stable. They're not just gonna fall apart like the last one did, even though I threw that one on the floor. They are little round crackers. Let me see if I can break it. Okay. Hard to hold on to. Here's what the inside of it looks like. This one has everything bagel seasoning in it. Super good, super crunchy. I made these yesterday. They hold up well in an airtight container. They are quite delicious. The secret ingredient to these is beef gelatin. Beef gelatin comes to the rescue in almost everything I do in my kitchen, so it's no surprise beef gelatin worked with these too. All I did was add a half of a tablespoon of gelatin when I added in the half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. That's all it took. They hold together, they're nice and strong now, but they're still great and puffy and light, and they are delicious crackers. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see what we're going to be cooking up next time in the kitchen. Make sure you leave me a comment. I love talking to you guys in the comments. And if you're interested in seeing what I eat every day, or you just want to go chit chat over on X or on Instagram, you can find me on X at Carnivore Friend and on Instagram at Friendly Neighborhood Carnivore. All right, guys, until next time, bye.
She's the friendly neighborhood carnivore with a talent for cooking up a meaty uproar. From juicy steaks to sizzling ribs galore, she'll have you coming back for more. Fellas, smash that like button. She's the carnivore cooking queen. On your screen, bringing the meaty scene. Come on over and join the team for a culinary dream.